Almost everything, Charlie. Good morning, everyone. We do have some snow in the forecast this morning. One of our weather watchers sent in this picture just a wee bit earlier of the snow in Cumbria, but we've got more snow falling at the moment across northern England and also across southern Scotland, just moving in towards the central lowlands. Behind that, have a look at all those showers packing in as represented by this speckly cloud. Now, we'll see some hail snow in Northern Ireland this morning, albeit transient, but if you are travelling, this snow could well prove to be disruptive. And if it's not snow, we've had a lot of rain moving steadily northeastwards through the course of the night. There's been a lot of surface water and spray on the roads, and we've got gales across southern coastal counties, including the Channel Islands and of course the English Channel. So a lot going on this morning. Now, because of the strength of the wind, those showers will rattle from the west towards the east quite quickly. Some will have hail and thunder embedded in them, and the rain and the snow clearing in towards the North Sea, although a hangback of cloud across parts of northeast Scotland, southeast Scotland and northeast England, I should say, will still produce some drizzle. It's also been a very cold start to the day across the far north of Scotland. Braemar fell to minus 10.2 last night, so not quite the lowest temperature of this winter so far. It would have to get to minus 10.3 for that, but it's a frosty start for you. You'll see the best of the sunshine. The showers in the far north of Scotland likely to be wintry in the Northern Isles. Now, as we head on later on Thursday, that low pressure moves away. Overnight, a ridge of high pressure builds in, and then we've got this next system coming in from the west. This is not Storm Dennis. You might have been hearing us talk about. Storm Dennis comes later. So first thing on Friday morning, we're looking at a cold start. There'll be some frost. There'll be the risk of ice, some patchy mist and fog as well. But temperatures rising out towards the west because the clouds coming in, the wind strengthening, and then we're going to see all this rain coming our way. Heavy and persistent rain moving into the west and pushing east through the course of the day. Now, ahead of it, there'll be a fair bit of cloud. Behind it, some squally showers and temperatures between 5 and 12. Now, with the temperatures rising across the board, any snow will be in the mountains in Scotland, but there is the risk of melting snow, so something to be aware of. Then here is Storm Dennis for the weekend. You can see how it remains across our shores right the way into Monday, actually. Lots of isobars on the charts. So telling you, we are looking at gales, inland gales, 50 to 60 miles an hour, with exposure even more than that. We could have 70, 71. That's enough to cause damage, to uproot trees, for example. And it's not just that. The other half of this story is the rain. Heavy rain at times. We'll be seeing those totals with the melting snow as well really add up. So there is the risk of further flooding. And the strongest winds as we move from Sunday into Monday look like transferring from the south, that bit further north in towards central and southern Scotland and the north and the west. So that could lead to a tricky rush hour for you first thing on Monday morning. Nugget and Charlie.
Carol, thanks.
Good morning. We've got a band of heavy rain moving northwards and eastwards at the moment, depositing snow currently across northern England and southern Scotland. Behind it, squally showers, gales across southern counties. Ahead of it, some sunshine, but bitterly cold. I'll have more in about 12 minutes. And certainly not if you're in Braemar this morning, where the temperature fell to minus 10.2 last night. So frosty start for you. It's been wet as well. We've had heavy rain pushing in from the southwest overnight, moving northwards. And as it's engaged with the cold air across northern England, southern and parts of central Scotland, we've had some snow and also some sleet. But you can see the rapid movement of that rain towards the east coast, followed by a lot of showers coming in across England and Wales. Some of them heavy and thundery with hail being blown along on strong winds. Gales, in fact, especially so with exposure across southern counties of England, close to the English Channel and also the Channel Islands. But inland, these are the kind of gales that you can expect, or gusts of wind, I should say, represented in the black circles. Now, for northern Scotland, after that cold start, it'll be largely dry for you with some sunshine, but it will still feel cold and some wintry showers getting in across the Northern Isles. Through this evening and overnight, we say goodbye to that area of low pressure and hello to a transient ridge of high pressure before the next area of low pressure comes our way, introducing strengthening winds and also some more rain. So it's going to be a cold night tonight with some frost, some patchy mist and fog as well, but temperatures actually rising by the end of the night as our next system comes our way, bringing in the strengthening winds, the cloud and some heavy and persistent rain. So after a bright start in eastern areas, the cloud will build. We'll see that rain move from the west towards the east, and it still is going to be pretty windy. In fact, we're looking at some snow in the mountains of Scotland because of the higher temperatures. We don't expect it at lower levels, but where we have got lying snow, there is the risk of that melting, of course, combined with the heavy rain. We could see some flooding. Nugget and Charlie.
Carol, thanks very much. Speak to you later.
Very varied, Charlie. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to show you some Weather Watchers pictures just to show you the contrast. So this one is in West Sussex. The rain has gone through, as it has where Edward is in Essex, but it's been pushing northwards and eastwards through the course of the night, engaging with cold air across northern England and southern Scotland. And here we still do have some snow. Further north, 15 centimetres of lying snow in Spade Adam and also across Eskdale Muir in the southern uplands. So we've got low pressure moving steadily northeastwards through the day. That will eventually clear. Look at the squeeze in the isobars further south. Here we're looking at some gales, particularly southern coastal counties of England. So the first batch of rain's gone through. The second one, the other end of this weather front, still moving northwards and eastwards in the direction of the North Sea. So we'll still have some snow for a time. We've got hill snow in Northern Ireland. This could cause some disruption first thing this morning. For the north of Scotland, what you're looking at is a cold start, minus 10.2 in Braemar. But wherever you are today, you can see in the black circles the gusts of wind. But gales, as I mentioned, across southern coastal counties and the English Channel and, of course, the Channel Islands as well. Temperatures ranging from a cold 3 in the north to a milder 10 in the south. Now, through this evening and overnight, we say goodbye to that area of low pressure. A transient ridge of high pressure settles things down before the next area of low pressure comes our way with its attendant fronts, bringing in strengthening winds, more cloud and some rain. So this coming night is going to be largely dry. There will be some frost around and also some patchy mist and fog. And after low temperatures in the early part of the night across the west, as the next system comes in, bringing its increasing cloud and wind with it, temperatures will actually go up in the west. So first thing in the morning, a dry start for many, the mist and fog lifting. Then in comes the rain and also the strong winds. And this rain will be heavy and persistent as it pushes southwards and eastwards. Now, we will see some snow tomorrow, but on the mountains of Scotland, not at lower levels, because the temperature, as you can see, has risen. The other thing, though, is we could well see some snow melting. So that combination with the rain could lead to localised flooding, especially across southern Scotland. Now, heading on through the rest of Friday, that weather front clears the southeast and then Storm Dennis puts in an appearance. This deep area of low pressure that's going to be with us right the way through until Monday, introducing heavy rain and also gales. So Saturday, don't forget the strength of the wind, inland 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts, out towards the west, easily higher than that, perhaps as much as 71 across parts of the southwest of England. But don't forget to factor in the rain as well. This could potentially lead to, again, some disruption. And it's not just on Saturday. Storm Dennis hangs around right the way through to Monday with, again, heavy rain and that flood risk and gales. And on Monday, the strength of the wind will move that bit further north. So it's certainly one to keep an eye on. Charlie and Naga.
Definitely worth keeping an eye on, Carol. Thanks very much.
Absolutely everything but the kitchen sink, actually, Charlie. This morning, we've got a band of heavy rain moving northwards and eastwards. It's cleared a lot of eastern England, but as it's engaged with the cold air across the north of England and the southern half of Scotland, we've seen some snow, some hill snow too, across Northern Ireland. And this is what happened as we went through the early hours of today. So a lot of surface water and spray and big puddles on the roads, and the snow could lead to some disruption yet. It's also very windy across southern coastal counties, gusting about 71 miles an hour at the moment in the Isles of Scilly. Similar across southwest England, and these gales continue for a time yet with a lot of showers packing in. Some of those will be heavy and thundery with some hail. Now, these are the gusts of wind as is indicated in the black circles you can expect where you are today, and we eventually say goodbye to the rain, but we hang on to all this cloud with some drizzle across southeast Scotland and northeast England. Our temperatures 3 in the north to 10 in the south. Temperatures last night in Braemar incidentally fell to minus 10.2, so your temperature's not rocketing up today, but you will see some drier conditions with some sunshine. Now, through this evening and overnight, that low pressure bringing all this inclement weather leaves us. Transient ridge of high pressure dries things out, and then we've got the next area of low pressure coming our way, introducing wet and windy conditions. So a cold night, some frost, some mist and fog around. The temperature rising in the west, though, as this next system approaches. So after a largely dry start, any mist and fog that forms overnight will clear. Then we've got this band of heavy rain moving from the west towards the east, accompanied by strong winds, some blizzards in the tops of the mountains, and temperatures getting up to about 12 degrees. I'll have a much longer weather forecast in about half an hour. Now getting Charlie.
Carol, thanks very much. We'll see you in half an hour for that.